Okay, so here we are on the next step. Now, in this video, we're going to be covering how to create and generate a privacy policy page. Now, this is going to be one of the more easier videos as we don't have to import a template. We're just going to have WordPress generate a site for me now. So as you'll notice on your website, if you go to the left-hand side and you click on pages, just go to all pages here, you'll notice that you have a pre-drafted privacy policy page that comes sort of pre-installed onto your site. Now, yours probably says draft, no worries. All you gotta do here is just click on edit. And what we're gonna be doing here is we're just gonna be making some adjustments and removing certain items and then just making any certain modifications that we need that is tailored to our circumstance. So, but if you do not see that for any reason, if you go on pages and you do not see the pre-draft, if you don't see this here and you don't have this available, all you have to do is just go to the left-hand side here where it says settings, and then just go down to where it says privacy. So I'm just going to show you what it looks like. If you were to click on that, this page right here will come up. It's going to ask you what you want. If you already have one, it's going to ask you to change this. But if you don't have one, it's just going to say select, and you can just create a new privacy policy page here. If you click on create, it's going to automatically generate this page here. This is what's going to come up, and this is on my personal website, but this is the same thing, comes pre-installed with WordPress, and all you really got to do is just click on create a new privacy policy page, click on create, and then it'll generate that for you. So what I'm going to do now is once you have that generated and you go to all pages and you click on edit the page and you come to this page that you see here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you just basically we're going to go through this real quick and we're going to make some adjustments, and I'm just going to show you what you need to take out. So anything that says suggested text, we're just going to go ahead and take this out. These are all just basically a generic template from WordPress. So I'm going to go ahead and take this out here, suggested text. Now you have the option to link people to whether you want them to go to your home page, which will be in the blog posts that we have generated, or if you want them to go to your about page. So what we can do is I'll just go ahead and link them to our about page here. I'll take that and I'll just go ahead and copy this and put that in there. So let's see, and I'll just copy and paste this, put the about page. So basically who we are, our website addresses, etc., and it actually goes to the about page here. So if they were to click on this, it takes them to the about page, or you can take this and you can just delete this altogether. I say just delete it altogether and then just paste it as so. That way they can just go there from here. They'll see the whole entire URL. And as far as like comments, we can just take this out, suggested text, and where it says when visitors leave comments on the site, we collect the data shown in the comments form and also the visitor's IP address and browser user agent string to help spam detection. And the reason why you want to have this generated for your site is because websites these days are regulated as businesses. So you're expected to have certain compliances and transparency information, and you need to share with the whoever the visitor is on your site how you share and collect what you intend to do with their data and their cache, their cookies, et cetera, with their information. So you're expected to comply with certain regulations just as businesses are if you have a website on the internet. So that's the reason why this is important and why we need to have this information in here. So an anonymized string created from your email address, also called a hash, may be provided to the Gravatar service to see if you are using it. The Gravatar service privacy policy is available here, and the Gravatar is the people who creates the images for the people who come to your site, and they have their own privacy policy page that they automatically generate it here. So after approval of your comment, your profile picture is visible to the public in the context of your comment. Now, as far as media, we can go ahead and just delete this here. A lot of times this isn't going to be applicable because people aren't going to be able to upload any images to your site, even if they're posting a comment. What it's saying here is if for any reason you have in your sales funnel where they are able to upload an image, what it says here is if you upload images to the website, you should avoid uploading images with embedded location data, which is EXIF GPS included. Visitors to the website can download and extract any location data from images on the website. Now, as far as the cookies, we can go ahead and take this out, suggested text. And if you leave a comment on our site, you may opt in to saving your name, email address, and website in the cookies. These are for your convenience so that you don't have to fill in your details again when you leave another comment. And these cookies will last for 1 year. If you visit our login page, we will set a temporary cookie to determine if your browser accepts cookies. This cookie contains no personal data and is discarded when you close your browser. When you log in, we will also set up several cookies to save your login information in your screen display choice. Login cookies last for 2 days, and screen option cookies last for a year. So they're basically just explaining to the visitor, the person on your website, how cookies are being handled when they're on your site. If you select Remember Me when the little notification box comes up, your login will persist for 2 weeks. If you log out of your account, the login cookies will be removed. If you edit or publish an article, an additional cookie will be saved in your browser. This cookie includes no personal data and simply indicates the post ID of the article you just edited. It expires after 1 day. So that just basically gives them information on how their cookies are being handled. Now, moving on to the next one, we're going to go ahead and get rid of this too, where it says suggested text, but this talks about embedded content on other websites. So articles on this site may include embedded content, whether it be videos, images, articles. Like, in my personal website, I embed videos from YouTube. Embedded content from other websites behaves in the exact same way as if the visitor has visited that other website. These websites may collect data about you, use cookies, embed additional third-party tracking, and monitor your interaction with that embedded content, including tracking your interaction with embedded content if you have an account and are logged in on that website. So who we share your data with. Now, right here, we're just going to remove where it says suggested text. And I recommend adding an additional sentence here. And that is basically, we do not share or sell your personal data for information. And this assuming if this is true, because that's not what we're doing. We're not sharing any of their personal data. We're going to be collecting leads. We're going to be collecting emails, but we're not going to be sharing or selling that with anyone else. So we just want to let them know and keep that sense of transparency there. So who we share your data with, if you request a password reset, your IP address will be included in the reset email. We do not share or sell your personal data or information. How long we retain your data, so we can go ahead and get rid of this, suggested text. If you leave a comment, the comment and its metadata is retained indefinitely. So this is so we can recognize and improve any follow-up comments automatically instead of holding them in a moderation queue. For users that register on our website, if any, we also store the personal information they provide in their user profile. All users can see, edit, or delete their personal information at any time, except they cannot change their username. Website administrators can also see and edit that information. So what rights do you have over your data? Now, this is really important. We can go ahead and get rid of this. If you have an account on the site, or if you leave in comments, you can request to receive an exported file of their personal information data we hold about you, including any data that you provided us. So that's like if you created an account or so. You can also request we erase any personal data that we hold about you. This does not include any data we are obliged to keep for administrative, legal, or security purposes. So basic standard information and where your data is sent. And keep in mind, this is all pre-generated and automated for you. Visitor comments may be checked through an automated spam detection service. So that's pretty much it is in regards to the privacy policy page. I just wanted to go through that for you. That way that you know what it is that's being generated. After you've done editing that, all you have to do from here is just click on update or click on publish. And if you want to add a image here, because if you go to the main site here, you'll notice that all it really says is just privacy policy. And then it has the text, the generated text right here. So, and mind you, I didn't click on publish, so that's why it still says suggested text. But if I were to click on publish, so I'm just going to go ahead and click on update. And then if I were to go back and then just click on refresh here, you'll notice that it's all filled out correctly now. If you want to add an image here, all you have to do is just go to on the right hand side where it says set featured image. You just click on this and then it'll take you to the media library where you can choose whatever image you would like, or you can just upload directly from your computer. And that's pretty much it for this video. So yeah, in regards to the privacy policy page, we're not going to be having this on our menu area. This is just something that we're going to be adding to our footer section. So in that subsequent tutorial, we're actually going to be adding that to that page. So we want to make sure that we keep this URL handy so you can save it to your bookmark bar, or you can add it, you can do that, or you can also add it to your notepad. So basically your URL/privacy policy, and this comes pre-generated, and that's basically how you do that. All right. So yeah, with that said, I will see you in the next video. See you then.